What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's gonna be my third video today, which I enjoy doing these great videos, bringing you great stuff. Doesn't matter what it is, I try to look for really unique fragrances instead of just jumping on the bandwagon and doing reviews like everybody else, which all power to them. But I try to do something really different. So, I keep mentioning that. But again, so getting down to this fragrance, I usually, if for you that know, I go to the rack stores, of course, and I do my shopping for the cheap fragrances. But I also go to garage sales on the weekends. That right there, you can find really great stuff. I mean, not only fragrances, other, amongst other things, furniture or some shit like that. Whatever you need, if you're looking for, sometimes it ends up being even better than going to Goodwill or Salvation Army, which, that's where you find really good stuff. But I'll tell you. You do find great fragrances in these places, and this is one of them. I found this on the weekend. And actually, I was looking for a great gift for my father, and I was gonna go and buy him a fragrance, but hands down, I just got so lucky because this fragrance would suit my father perfectly. It's a very mature. If you're you can pull it off if you're in your 30s, but I really highly recommend this fragrance for somebody that's 45 and up, hands down. I mean, this is your Sean Connery, James Bond kind of and with that said, it came out in 2013. I know this is a 2013 batch. I'm sorry, 2003. Correct me. I'm just correcting myself. I'm sorry, 2003 batch. But I believe that this is Gucci came out with this one back in the 70s. Cold War, era, times, whatever. So, at those times, with this whole James Bond, Sean Connery, what's the other, Roger Moore's, very interesting manly, this is when I smell this fragrance. If you ever smell a cigar box, not the cigars, just the box, the cedar box, that's what you're smelling right off the bat. It does have incense, amber, so on and so forth, and that's when you're gonna get that 3 to 4 hour projection mark. Okay, but then after that, it's just cedar heaven. You do get cedar in the beginning too as well, but it's just mixed with those 3-4 hour mark of those other fragrances, like I said, incense and amber. But then after that, the cedar, it just when the projection dies down, it doesn't really die down. It just comes in waves after 4 hours, if that makes sense. It comes in waves. And then longevity on this is pretty good. You get about 10. Well, I got 10 hours. You can really smell it. After 8 hours, it becomes a skin scent, and then at 10 hours, it's just gone completely. So, and that's on my skin. But some people say it's 12 hours. That might be right, because everybody's skin is different. So with that said, and this is the bottle. It's a very heavy. It's a very classy, sophisticated, almost Art Deco bottle, and they just left it. Even though this is a 2003 version, but they left the whole concept, the whole one, and I think it's called it's number one. It's Gucci per Homme #1. Here's the box. It's 100 ml eau de toilette, and that's that. So if you come across this, okay, and if you have somebody that's a little bit 45 and up, this is a perfect gift, and I highly recommend this fragrance if you're wearing a suit, formal, black and white, dinner or something like that along the lines. Don't just wear this fragrance if you're gonna just wear a t-shirt and go out like somewhere at night for ice cream or something like that for with your date. I mean, it's a great date fragrance, but it's not your typical date. Oh, I met somebody on Tinder, let me just go wear this. No, this is something. It's a unique for somebody that's unique, somebody that's really special in your life. This is just my opinion. This is what I can see somebody wearing this in those type of situations, so but with that said, if you come across, and it's only about $70-$80, but they're discontinued, I would, for two things, it's a great scent, and for somebody that's, if you're gonna give it somebody for a gift, or if you want to invest your money and buy this and pick it up now, because they're only going up in price. I know the retro one that came out in the 70s, 80s are going for like 1,000 and up, or almost 2,000, like some ridiculous amount like that. But highly recommend this if you want to sit on it, because I know they're just going up in price, so you can probably double your money by next year. It's just something, or just wear it. It's a great fragrance. If you ever smelled like a cigar box, that's basically what it is. And I love that smell. And when I smelled this, I used to, when I used to go back home to the Middle East, we'd have like these carpenters in the Medina, and they would have like these cedar tables, and it just brings you back to that beautiful, gorgeous, vacation times, that those times that I wish you can go back, nostalgic times. And so anyway, and that's and again, if you go to yard sales, if you go to garage sales, don't only go to the rack stores, look at your local listings, because some of these garage sales on the weekend or yard sales do have or like moving sales or whatever, they list what they have, fragrances and stuff like that most of the time, because now everything's online. You can see everything instead of just going and looking on the newspaper, old school way. You can find some very good fragrances. And you know how much I got this for? I got this for $15. This guy who had like and he told me when I got there, he's like, he only had like 3 or 4 left. He had a really good big collection, and he was an older gentleman too. And he was he was retiring. He just wanted to move, and he's moving down to Florida or something like that. So I bought this for $15. He was asking $20, but I was like, I only have 15, so $15. So that just goes to show you, go and check some of these yard sales, or these sales that people post online, that you can go on the weekend. They turn out to be better than Salvation or the Goodwill and Salvation armies and whatnot. So anyway, with that said, if you have any questions, please comment down below. Comment, like, and hit the subscribe button. And thank you so much.